look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. And it's the Suns to start out. Al Paul. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Keeps it alive. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Los Angeles now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
They get a hand on it. He takes it in, drops in the layup for 2.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Outside, George from the arc knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 5.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space, does not hesitate there.
Ball against Wall. And again, it's Chris Paul. He's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8 or 3. Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
And George kicks to Leonard. Bridges with the steal. Booker with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George dishes the Wall. Count the basket.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Paul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Booker. Bridges finds Booker. A 3-ball. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Ball against Wall. Leonard the pass to George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 8 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Leonard, no luck. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Paul, no one around him. Another three for Phoenix.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
Here's Wall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
At the line for LA.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. 20 seconds left in the first. Booker dishes to Johnson. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Johnson with a screen on George. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Leonard looking around. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns lead by 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Close tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in a point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Johnson outside. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season 8. Torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
A 3 from Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Booker the pass to Paul. Shoots. And the shot is long.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Just unable to do so.
The shot by George. Wide open. From outside off the mark. Suns trail by 4. Paul passes to Ayton. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Wall with the ball. They get it back. Knocks it loose. Pass to Leonard. Here's George. Morris outside. Clock at 4. Fades away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Leonard brings the double team. Pass to Paul. On the wing, Booker, covered by Wall. Ayton sets the pick for Booker from downtown. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 4. Wall finds Leonard. Now, here is Morris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. George against Booker. And taken away by Paul. To the middle. Here's Ayton. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morris passes to Zubac. Johnson with it. Leonard picks him up for 3. Booker buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 9.
Well, Booker's looking for any shot. Those corner threes have to look pretty easy to him.
And here's George for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Suns keep it alive. The Clippers in the lead. And stolen by Booker. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ayton inside. Morris is there. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul with the ball. 15 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Knocked loose. And the pass to Powell. Kennard for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers ahead. Leading by 5. Thank you, David. Folks, And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Payne. Jake Crowder out there with Sharch. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest 3-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Here's Batum. That shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Crowder the pass to Landale. Shamet on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Shamet.
And Shamet doing what he does best. Scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Jackson looking around. Pass to Covington. Crowder against Powell. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. Landale grabs the miss.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Crowder inside. Guarded by Powell. And Crowder slams it in.
And anytime Crowder gets to the rim, he likes to send a message.
From deep. Shamet with the steal. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Shamet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Jackson down low. Working on Payne. Here's Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Powell dishes to Batum. Can't connect from short range. Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And they take the lead. Crowder's got his second basket.
Don't see that much from Crowder off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
All right, fans, time to get loud. Get yourself a free t-shirt.
And Phoenix making a change here. Biombo's checked in.
Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Payne looking around. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Passes it to Shamet.
Remaining in the third quarter.
And he drives in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. George double team. Leonard the pass to George. Shot clock at 5. To end the cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable score.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Outside, Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's George. Rebound by the Suns. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
There's a good screen. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Inside. Here's Crowder. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Got a piece of it. Morris a screen. And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Zubats. George from deep three-point land. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sport. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the one spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Dishes it to Ayton. George against Booker. Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. And stolen by Ayton. Paul against Wall. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 3. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Wall kicks to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Booker looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Wall against Paul. To the paint. The kick out to Wall. George against Booker. A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Paul. There's the drive. And the rejection by Zubats. And taken away by Paul. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shakes him. Out to Morris from deep 3-point range. The second effort. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, George. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. That one doesn't go. Bridges with some nice defense. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. Down low, Morris.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Paul against Wall. Shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 20 points.
Chris Paul has drained plenty of huge shots in his career. Easy to see why he's so revered.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Paul passes to Booker. Now the pass to Bridges. On the wing, Johnson. Takes the three. Bridges got it. And now they trail by just 4.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
That's his third personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
It's good.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Three-pointer. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Oh, say does that.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Now here's Russell. Edwards a screen on Paul. Here's Russell. Off target at the rim.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Ayton. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Booker. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. So it's Phoenix now. Outside Paul. Just 4 to shoot. Takes one from 10 feet. Russell knocks it away. And here's Minnesota now. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Led the league in steals multiple times. No surprise Chris Paul picked that one off. Running.
And it's Russell on the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Booker against Edwards. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Booker can't get it to go.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Poke loose. Crowder with a steal. Bridges with it. Russell covering. Back to Paul. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Gobert. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And he commits the intentional foul.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Booker. Crowder a screen on Edwards. Booker. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Outside Russell. Edwards against Bridges. Towns on a screen. Edwards, a pass to Towns.
It's so nice to see Towns use this high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 6 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Paul following the score by Minnesota. And that one's long. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
The Suns leading. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Ayton against Russell. Stolen by Ayton. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. He's got 5.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Minnesota calls time here.
For Minnesota. Here are the Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. One more time for your Timberwolves dancers.
Here's Russell, and rejected. Bridges against Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Edwards, the pass to Russell with 1 on the clock. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix. Minnesota with the ball. 7-point differential. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Russell. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Paul against Russell. And that one's good. Paul's got 8.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Paul. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Booker for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Crafty move. Edwards bearing his second of 3 attempts. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Well, great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Phoenix is shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Count that one. He's got 10.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Booker no good. The Timberwolves trail. McDaniels inside. He's covered by Aiden. Russell to pass to Towns. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Bridges outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Russell. Here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Paul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for 1 more at the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
His first 14 foul.
A minute and a half left in the first half. Now Paul, 10 points for him. Pass to Booker from deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Suns leading. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. 3-pointer, Bridges. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Booker against Edwards. Second chance effort. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Paul against Russell. 11 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Paul. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
Every team wishes they had a star like CP3 who provides whatever you need when you need it.
And a pretty tightly contested.
Who can score? 21. The Suns, 25. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Campaign. Dario Saric is out there with Cameron Johnson. And then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at center. Here's Landale. And here's Payne. Saric a screen. Payne, the pass to Johnson. Here's Saric. Tries again with the clock winding down. No good on the triple. Timberwolves shooting 56% today. Pass to Prince. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here come the Suns. And the basket by Shamet. Shamet's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Prince down low. Johnson on him. Here's Prince. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Payne. Outside Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. And it's McLaughlin missing. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Johnson, and a nice finish on the layup. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's McLaughlin. Anderson gets the bucket.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Now here's Payne. Down low. Johnson inside. Prince is there. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got 7.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Reed sets a screen. Here's McLaughlin. Lays it up and banks it in.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Shamet, and he slams it in one-handed.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Inside. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Anderson against Sharich. Here's Prince. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Sharich, the pass to Payne. To the inside. Anderson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Anderson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Shamet. This one for 3. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Noel. Chalk up 2 there. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Johnson. Back to Payne. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's McLaughlin. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of grit. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And yep, it's good.
And this is just typical of him. He's always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
When things get tight, he goes hard to the rim. That is a big-time basket.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Towns. He gets it in there.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Back to Booker. 4-3. Oh, got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Edwards. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Count that bucket. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Russell against Paul. Booker with a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. And Gobert with a block. Towns against Bridges. Down low. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. To tie it up. His first shot attempt. That shot, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And here's Ayton. Outside Paul. Here's Ayton. Crowder with it. Over McDaniels. And it's Crowder missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Booker for 3. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game. .156 left in the fourth quarter here. Crowder, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Russell.
In these high-stakes moments, Paul is fearless. He knows he can do this.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Pass to Towns. 1:35 left in the fourth. Russell to pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
When the going gets tough, you got CP on the side. He steps up. What a winner.
And here's Edwards outside. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
1 minute left in the game. Paul with it. Crowder right side. Fires for 3.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Outside Edwards. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. McDaniels can't hit. Ball against Russell. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
And the second of two is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Pass to Towns. The 3-ball. Another miss by Minnesota. Tipped. Russell to pass to Gobert. Edwards for 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
The second one drops. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus. So we'll go to the line for 2.
And at the line, Paul looks cool and collected, like there isn't a lot riding on this trip.
The open shot by Edwards. Off the mark. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday. And great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Adams. Wing shot on the way. That one a little long. Ayton up top, guarded by Morant. And it's Ayton missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Bain. Morant against Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ayton. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Paul. Johnson outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Jackson. Pass break Memphis. Morant with the ball. And Adams kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. They get it back. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Here's Paul with the drive. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Morant. From 13, that shot misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Johnson finds Paul. He takes it in, and Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. The 3. And they recover it. Ayton dishes to Bridges. Brooks against Paul. Goes back up. And Adams sends it back. Outside, Bain. Basket good.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Now Booker, following the miss by John Morant from deep. And they'll get another chance. Booker looking around. And it goes down 2 points.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker. And now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist for Morant.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Ball against Morant. Paul with the bucket.
He's one of the best in the business, Chris Paul. A phenomenal ball handler.
Memphis leading by 3. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Grant. Oh!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a wide open look for Payne. And a miss there on the triple. Bridges outside. Johnson sets the screen for Bridges. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go. It's tipped, and that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 6. The second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. From outside the arc, Bridges with the board.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Launches a 3. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Here's Paul. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. In the corner, it's Payne. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Payne's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Morant against Paul. Out to Brooks. Shoots the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 7. Johnson finds Booker. Fades and shoots. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Jackson in the corner. Out to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Payne for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
The rebound by Johnson. Suns trail by 7. Ayton inside. Guarded by Bane. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his first points of the game.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
All the officials are all over that one.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
76% from the line a season ago.
The upside John Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Jackson. Danny Green, he's checked in for Brooks. And Conchar subbed in for Bane. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. Outside Williams. Clark a screen on Saric. Williams passes to Clark. Crowder with the steal. Driving to the basket. Shamet kicks to Crowder. Back to Shamet. And it's off from 3-point range. And Memphis turns it over again.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And here are the Suns now. They trail by 7. Saric just screen on Jones. Here's Payne. He gets it in there.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Jay Crowder. Landry Shamet is out there with Payne. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jones, the pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Payne looking around. Crowder kicks to Shamet. They set the pick. Shoots. And it falls over the rim and in. Shamet's got 4 points this quarter. Memphis leading by 4. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Green kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Bobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And it's Shamet missing. And for Memphis, they're shooting about 42% so far. Passes it to Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on charge. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 8-point game. Pass to Shamet. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Payne to the left wing. Here's Landale. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Concho. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Concho's got 5 points now this quarter.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside, Jones. And there's the pass to Concho. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 6. Here's Payne. Plays it up and banks it in. Payne's got 6 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Jones looking for an opening. And he makes good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Passes it to Shamet. And they pick up 2. He has 6.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Williams finds Jones. Back to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Suns trail by 4. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Payne in the post, working on Jones. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Picked by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Here's Paul. For the tie, and he sinks the layup. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
It's a tie game in Memphis, and we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits. Look at that.
Nice. Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Here's Paul. He gets that one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant with a wide open look. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Morant against Paul. Booker in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Memphis leading. Morant outside. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Paul. Booker is screen on Morant. Lets it fly. And he can't bank that one in. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Paul looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Paul. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, strong move there. Big points on that possession. In need of a bucket late. This is the guy you want to go to.
Morant against Paul. Morant dishes to Adams. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. Morant kicks to Bain. 6 to shoot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Paul passes to Booker. Johnson with a screen on Bain. Booker, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morant against Paul. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant gets to Brooks. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 3. And a deep 3 from Booker.
Big time basket at
a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Paul with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Bain against Booker. Driving the lane, and Adams sends it back. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the three. Ball against Bain. The drive by Paul.
When the game is close, Chris Paul is ready. An elite scorer who lives for clutch situations.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Here's Morant. No good.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive.
All right, everyone. Greetings from and the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point guard. And so here are the Clippers. Following the score by Phoenix, Wall finds Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Back to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Leonard. And Booker pulls it down. Ball against Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Paul hits them both. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And we're about a minute into the first. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Well, Booker is in three-point territory. The defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Knocked loose. And stolen by Paul. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got 6.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
That one doesn't drop. And the Suns with possession. 11 unanswered points for him. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Wall against Paul. Oh, George with a steal.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Good on the bucket.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Ball against Wall. And here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Give him 8.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
The Suns have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Great positioning on the putback.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
Timeout called, the Clippers. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Booker against George. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Suns on D. Leonard finds some space. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Leonard's gotten his 2nd bucket.
I love this approach. getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Bridges down low. Wall covering. That shot off the mark. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Morris for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Paul. 1:10 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. For 3, George. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. Morris against Johnson. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Misses from close range.
Well, he's got to be embarrassed for attempting that one. You got to think twice about that next time.
Johnson passes to Bridges. It's tipped. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Over Leonard. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
It's stolen by Johnson.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Good work there as it goes. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Suns on top. They lead by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
They've got Jay Crowder, Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. George has gone 1 for 3 on the night.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Booker finds Crowder. Back to Booker. Crowder, a screen on Wall. Booker attacking.
Well, you have to want to be a good defensive player, and Marcus Morris has committed to being more effective and aggressive contesting shots. That's nice.
And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Timeout called, the Clippers.
And please give a big round of applause.
The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Paul. 12 points for him. Pass to Ayton. To the middle. And Booker with the jam.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now off the inbound. And the play by George as he finishes it off for 2.
Well, Paul George won't be shy. You give him a driving lane, he will expose you defensively.
And that one's good.
Paul. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Wall. Here's Zubats. Soft touch off the glass.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Paul against Leonard. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Zubac passes to Morris. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got 6. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
For 3, Bridges. And the Suns get another 3.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Paul. He's got 16. It's Bridges on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Out to Leonard. Pass to George. That shot off. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Suns have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And it's Bridges with the jam.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Let me hear you get loud for your Suns. Break their dance crew.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get them back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Phoenix, Mikal Bridges.
That's good from Bridges.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Paul passes to Booker. Hayden with a screen. Clock at 6. Booker no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Wall finds Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Leonard against Paul. Outside Johnson. Pass to Aiden. It's tipped. Leonard outside. Here's Zubac. And so it's Phoenix sitting on a comfortable.
Your son, 30th, the Clippers, 17.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Payne. Pass to Shaman.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Los Angeles shooting around 44%. Not bad. Jackson with it. Kennard outside. The three. Here's Covington. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for the Clippers.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Pass to Payne. Launches the three. Gets the three to fall. And the Suns lead by 21.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now Covington. The three is up. Pure from three-point range. Covington's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Payne against Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers ball. Johnson, he's checked in for Lee.
Coming onto the floor for your son, Cam Johnson.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Jackson, the pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Powell in the post. Clock at 4. Here's the three. Jackson can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Pass to Shaman. Back to Johnson. Puts the move on. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Kennard. From the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Payne against Covington. Pass to Shaman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
There's Jackson with the three. It's hauled in by Saric. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. 1:52 left in the third. Shaman, no good. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Johnson. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Pass to Batum. Three-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Johnson against Kennard. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Šarić.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Paul against Wall. Leonard outside to end the run. And they recover it. The kick out to Morris. Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Paul against Leonard. Knocked away. Here's Booker. And that one hits the back iron. Pass to Wall. The fader drops in the three. Wall's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Phoenix Suns sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Leonard against Paul. Outside Booker, down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. They get it back. Pass to Bridges. Goes back up. No good there. Excellent D there from Wall. And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 41%. Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
And here's Paul. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Ayton. Pulls it. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Paul. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
And so here's Phoenix. They have a 19-point lead. Here's Paul.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness.
Ayton against Zubac. And he's going for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Paul. Crosses over. He got a piece of it. Leonard up top. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Outside Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Nice move. He takes it in, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Chris Paul.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Aiden, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. It's rebounded by George.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Leonard can't get it to go. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Now Paul. Pass to Bridges, and stolen by Leonard. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you.
meet the visiting team.
This contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Paul with the steal. Outside Crowder. Paul looking around. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Now here's Paul. Bridges passes to Paul. Booker with no one around. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And it's Towns missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The shot's good. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
The offensive rebound, Paul. And he lays it straight in. Paul's got 6.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Outside, Russell takes a 3. A second chance effort. And the basket by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Puts it up. And so they foul intentionally.
D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Second chance shot. In deep. Paul drops it in. 8 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. There's the lob to Towns.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one misses.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
And the second free throw, good. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ball against Russell. The drive by Paul. That one goes in. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
The ball control that Chris Paul has is fantastic. I mean, those dribble moves, and he's got a bunch of them, look effortless.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton. Russell against Paul. Ayton kicks to Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the...
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Suns ahead, leading by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Paul for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota now the other way. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. Gobert trying to get open. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Russell.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
No good from Booker. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
20 feet out. Kept alive. Here's Crowder. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is
angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
The ruling on the floor stands.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Paul against Russell. Gobert with the block. Now here's Edwards. T right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got his first bucket in this one.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Crowder, the pass to Paul. 5 on the clock. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Crowder with the steal. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Edwards dishes to Towns. Bucket is good. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
Paul against Russell. And that one, good. Paul's got 12.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Booker against Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they get it back. Ayton finds Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Oh, Ayton in position. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Paul outside. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Towns. 14 points for him. Towns is doubled. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Johnson surveying the floor. Up to Payne. Johnson sets the screen for Payne. Crafty move. Shot by Johnson, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Payne with it. Russell's there. And that one's good. Shamet.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Towns. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the... All right, David, thank you.
29. The Timberwolves. 23.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's McLaughlin. Banked in off the glass. McLaughlin's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Timberwolves. Now Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here is Shamet. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Now here's Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Timberwolves ball.
Just 2 to shoot.
Minnesota foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First team foul.
Free throw no good for Johnson.
At the line for Phoenix, Cam Johnson. Shooting one.
Suns leading by 6.
Right there.
Payne with it. Johnson outside. It's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Poked away. It's stolen by Sharks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside. Now here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shamet. 5 points in the game. Can't cash in from the high post.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Suns leading by 8. Here he goes. Misses the layup. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
For 3, Booker drills it from outside. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
They get the rebound. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Paul with the buckets.
Chris Paul in the zone. Get out of his way, folks. He knows how to take a game over, and he does it efficiently and effectively.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hey, yo, right here.
Towns down low. He's against Crowder. Towns, no luck. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Booker. Off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Paul. Edwards against Paul. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Edwards. Booker outside. From deep, another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Edwards.
Oh, man. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. For three, Booker. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 12. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Crowder, a screen on Russell. All up top. Into the lane. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your fellow youth dance team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Suns leading by 10. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Paul, so good with the ball, carves his way inside with such ease and precision. That's what's so marvelous about it.
Edwards trying. Oh, my!
Wow!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play you'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here's Bridges. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 10. Towns with it. Now guarded by Booker. Towns, no luck.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Over in the corner, Paul takes it inside. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Paul left side. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns leading by 9. Bridges inside. Guarded by Prince. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Gobert with the block. Booker against Russell. It's not going to go for him. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Paul outside. There's the lob to Bridges. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Back to Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Outside Crowder, clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves trail by 11. Russell inside, defended by Paul. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And both free throws good from Paul.
And the leadership Paul provides both on and off the floor is extremely important, very valuable to any team. He's really about trying to make his teammates better, and that serves everybody well.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Paul against Russell. Bridges outside. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Booker, good.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Suns.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Paul.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 9 points.
Jay Crowder, second personal foul, third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Booker in the post. Gobert on him, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Edwards. From deep three-point range, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. So the Suns win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. A great way to finish the week. These teams feature great front courts, Brent. A little throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Call against Morant. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Jackson left side. Brooks finds Morant. Here's Adams. Right side Bane. There's Jackson with the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Booker with a screen on Morant. Ball passes to Booker. Stolen by Bane. Brooks with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bane. Back to Jackson. Jack's up a three. Can't get it to drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Bane. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Morant against Paul. Throws it up high. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Booker. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Bane against Booker. From deep. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. And he converts the layup. Morant's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Adams. Outside for Moran. Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Moran. He's got 6.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
On the wing, Bain. Booker defending. From deep, Moran. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Brooks. And it's Adams missing. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Paul. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Good on the second one. The Grizzlies have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. From deep. And that one's good. Moran
plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Morant. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Grizzlies out.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Morant again missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Booker's shot is good.
Athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Moran against Paul. Outside Moran. Pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Paul. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got 5.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Paul. Johnson inside. Jackson on him. Paul, the open look. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Booker can't get it to go. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Pass to Jackson. Paul against Moran. Takes it inside. Hauled in by Paul.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Johnson finds Bridges. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Brooks. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Now here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Shoots over Paul.
Well, Chris Paul, a terrific defender, uses his speed well right there to cover some ground.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Paul. Hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Morant against Paul. Outside Bane. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 9 points.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's Morant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
The Suns have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Ball drives in, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, there's the alley.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. From the wing. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns shooting just 37% so far in this one. And that one's good. Ball's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Bane. Brooks left side. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Brooks missing. Booker fires from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
On the court for the Grizzlies, John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Memphis has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Jones from outside. Fires in the triple. Jones has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Saric. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And so it's Memphis with it. Jones with the ball. Here's Conchar. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Landale. And Phoenix has possession. It's an 18-point game. And he's going for the oop here. The shot by Payne, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Conchar, covered by Crowder. Shoots from the line. Conchar can't hit.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Shamet, the reverse. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside, Williams. And there's the drive, and Williams punches it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Yes, it's good.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. No one covering. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now Jones. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conchar. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. It's Shamet on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Another shot. Sharit's shot is off. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. On the wing, Conchar. 1:19 left in the third quarter. And again, Memphis no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Shamet. And here's Payne. The shot's good. Payne's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, defenses are aware. Campaign is going to come at you. He's going to attack the rim. They play him that way, so that mid-range does open up for him.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Looking to end the drought. On target from range. Williams has got 5 points.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Up top, Payne, defended by Jones. The shot by Payne, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. Pass to Clark. Pulls it from the corner. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Now Šarić. Over Williams. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies up by 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Paul. Booker for 3. Kept alive. Ayton passes to Paul. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Got CP3 getting drafted all the way back in 2005. Still putting up big nights scoring it.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
They get it back. Outside Johnson. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now here's Morant. There's the... Oh, are you kidding me? Wow!
Amazing! Man. The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a deep three from Paul. The long distance three is buried. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the way Paul measures up those deep shots when he has time, accuracy.
Morant against Paul. Morant with it. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Morant missing again.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Brooks against Paul. Lets it go from deep. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Man, CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
Bain finds Morant. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Three-pointer Brooks. The rebound by Bridges.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Paul. Fires from deep. That one no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. From deep, Bain hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Outside Paul. 15 seconds left in the final quarter. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.